Hi friends, so today and tomorrow we are going to be wrapping up our elapsed time unit. All the problems I show in the video today are examples of how you will be doing the problems I assigned on Google Classroom. So there's some word problems, there's timelines, there's kind of like a fill in the blank sort of idea. The document has the timelines and stuff written on them, so if you can, I recommend printing them out so you don't have to write them by hand. Okay, let's look at this example. So we have 10 o'clock, we have 11 o'clock, 12, 1. Each of these hours is broken up by these big, bold lines. If you notice, there's some in the middle. The ones that are halfway through an hour would be our 30 minutes, so that would be our 10:30. If we look at these medium-sized lines, those are our 10-minute marks. So we have 10:10, 10:20, 10:30. All these super little marks in between represent a 5-minute interval. So we'd go 10, 10:05, 10:10, 10:15, and so on. So if we look at this example, our start time is at 6:35. So I'm going to, or not 6:35, 10:35. 10:35, we'd go to 10:30. We know that's 5 minutes past. We're drawing our bubble there. That is our start time. Our end time is 12:50. So we'd go to 12. There's 12:30. Can't go to 1, that's too far. So we find our back 10-minute interval is 12:50. Now we have to figure out all of the time in between. So we have our start time is 10:35. There's our start bubble. If we jump ahead 1 hour to 11:35, we are still okay. Here is 1 hour. We can jump ahead another hour because if we go from 11:35 to 12:35, we are not passing our end. So we go from here all the way to our 12:35. Here's our 1 hour. And then we have to make one more jump to reach our final time. So we went from 12:35 to 12:50. You can either count your lines or figure it out in your head. So that jump from 12:35 to 12:50 is a total of 15 minutes. So our elapsed time is, our 1 hour plus 1 hour is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's look at this example. So we start at 4:55. I went ahead and drew the circle on the 4:55. It's only 5 minutes to 5. We draw it on that little line. And we are ending at 6:25. So we have 6:30. That would be too far. We go back 5 minutes to right here. So what we notice is we have a whole hour between 4:55 to 5:55. So there's one whole hour from here to here, 1 hour. If we go another hour from 5:55 to 6:55, it's too far. So now we have to make another jump. We are at 5:55 right now. We need to get to 6:25. So we know from 6 to 6:25, that is 25 minutes, but we can't forget about this 5 minutes in between here. So if we have 25 minutes from 6 to 6:25 plus our 5 minutes here, that is a whole 30 minutes. So our elapsed time total is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Last example for today, so this one's kind of a fill in the blank. They give us our start time. I'll just write S for start is 2:30, do equals, and our end time is 5 o'clock. So again, you could use the timeline, you could use the T-chart. I'm just going to do T-chart because it doesn't take as much time to set up. We have our add side, we have our new time. So we see the difference between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock is a couple hours. So we could start with our 1 hour. We would be at 3:30. We're still not there. We could add another hour. We'd be at 4:30. If we add another hour, we'd be at 5:30. It would be way too far. So between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, do that math in your head, that is only a 30-minute difference. So if we add our 30 minutes to 4:30, we would get 5 o'clock. Our total elapsed time, we are adding our addition column together. 1 hour plus 1 hour, we get 2 hours. 30 minutes is left over.